All right. We are live. Welcome to the Dirt Sheet by Federation X. It is Tuesday, February 2nd. I am Lars, and I'm joined by none other than Tony Robes.
Hold on.
What's that?
Can you introduce me by my proper title, please?
Kanye?
Oh. Terrific Tony Robes the second.
Lars, honestly, I know I'm contractually obliged to be on this show, but we both know I'm the ratings draw here, okay? If you don't get my title correct, then I'm going to Benny quit right on the spot.
We got a badass over here.
You know, and I know that if I go, the ratings blow. So get my title correct.
The real world champion, terrific Tony Robes the second.
That's
with
good.
The real title on his shoulder there, folks.
Thank you.
We're also joined by Maxholio. Is that a good enough title for you, sir?
I'm easy. You know that.
Okay. And then
yeah.
Oh, he's alive.
That's it.
Yeah. Sorry.
Boy, that was easy. So hey, we're a bunch of guys that like to role play on the internet wrestling, and we're just having fun. We're going to run down this card that we have coming up this week. You can reach out to us and see us on Twitter. It is the Federation X is our subscriber deal. Join us, subscribe. If you're seeing us on Facebook, click the notifications so you can see us live. We're here to have fun and have a good time with it. So the first thing I want to go ahead and do is pull up the screen share so that we can share the current title rankings.
Ooh. That's wrong.
From a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
Hold on. The lucky shot is the Bloodsport champion right now.
Hold on. There we go. So yeah, this was from a couple days ago. So the Bloodsport champion.
Right there.
Yeah.
Bloodsport champion's still wrong.
Absolutely understood. This is not an up to the minute or even up to the next day kind of a
2 days ago even.
Yep. So you would take Reza had taken the Bloodsport champion on Sunday, right?
Yep.
Sunday evening. And then it had taken it off of Devin Deshawn, who also got it from Axel Hendricks, who this is like a couple renditions ago. But the X Factor Championship rankings are current. The Harbinger Television Champion rankings are current, and then the Tag Team Championship rankings are current. Which rumor has it, if we grow into maybe another tag team or two, we could potentially talk about doing a tournament with that. So, Tony, do you have any opinions or disappointments with the rankings as you see them?
Other than terrific Tony Robes the second being at number 3 and not at the champion bit, because that's where I belong, obviously. The only other thing I've got to say is, why haven't the New Breed just been given the tag team championships by now? We've been at number 1 this entire reboot. Why not just give us the titles already? What's the point?
You haven't had a match yet.
We have. We ended the career of Longshot and that other retard kid. We've had a tag team. We should be.
Who was the other one?
Right now, the retard kid.
Oh,
Another thing I wanted to bring up. Another one of the. I don't recall the Kansas Kid and Kieran Crow having a tag team title match. So how are they having a tag team match at all? So how are they second?
But it's good, man. It's good.
I don't know. I think that seems a bit like favoritism to me. Is that favoritism, Lars?
Well, I don't know. I mean, we haven't even really set the tag team ranks, but we do have a tag team match with a couple of tag teams on this card. So, I think the big deal was to try to get a actual division that actually had some heat against each other. And I would venture to say up until now, we hadn't really seen that. So it's really what the Power Base really wanted to see in efforts to put a tag team champion on anybody. So get your heat. If there's only one tag team getting the heat, then really, what's the point, right?
Well, then we should just be the champions then. Surely. We deserve it. If there's only one tag team getting the heat, we should be the ones that are the champions. It's not our fault everybody else is like not up to our level, on our standard. So just give us our belts already. I need another one on the shoulder. This shoulder's getting lonely. This shoulder needs a belt too.
Oh.
Where'd you get that other belt? That belt you have on your shoulder right now, is that mail order?
This is the real World Championship. The real Federation X. Look, X. Federation X World Championship. And I am the real Federation X champion, as I never lost to Carnage. Not in any legitimate way, but again, the Power Base playing favorites said that the match was, deemed a victory for Carnage, which is bullshit. So I got my own belt because this is the belt.
So what's Kansas Kid? Isn't he the X Factor champion?
Fake champion. He beat the fake champion for the fake championship, so he's the fake champion. It's simple maths, Lars. I don't understand how nobody else understands this.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you sure that's not just a WWE shop belt that you put tape on?
This is the real World Championship. Show some respect to the true title of Federation X, the most prestigious title in wrestling today.
Look, that looks like duct tape.
Well, hey, listen, I will say it's getting a lot more play time with that belt than the actual X Factor Championship belt.
Like I said,
I don't think I've seen Kansas carrying it around once. I think it may be too heavy for him.
Preach.
Too
we'll see.
Heavy.
We'll see if he can drag it to the ring tomorrow. All right, so we have Federation X Fury, and that starts tomorrow night. Actually tonight at midnight. So Wednesday through Friday card, like we did last time. All Sims due on Friday. And then just like last week, or looks like the previous card, we're gonna hide the results to make it more suspenseful and let the winners know. So that brings us right into our first match, where we have, like I said, I mentioned the H&H, or the tag team tag team rankings match on the card. We have the H&H Connection and the Old Guard going at it for a rankings match. I think both of these teams kind of fell off a little bit since the last card, but they get a card opener to kind of warm the card up a little bit for us. The first thing I have here to mention is that Stan Daniels has submitted some comments in for us, and if I could just read them for you. And it's pretty lengthy here. So he says, well, I reckon this will be a humdinger of a match. I can't imagine that they in the Old Guard will bring anything less than their best. He wouldn't have it any other way. He goes, more that he thinks about it, he'd rather be in the front row and enjoying some delicious concessions from his guy Connor from the back. He makes great gyros, like the kind that make you want to drool down the front of your pants. That way you actually are ashamed that you actually wet your pants. Not that there's anything wrong by that by any means. You shouldn't be ashamed of that. He says, but he seems to have gotten off course. He will adjust his rudder and say he's really looking forward to the matchup, and he wants us all to give him a high five. Max, you probably can't do the high five. There you go. Tony, you're gonna give.
He's not getting a high five from me.
Kansas, high five. There you go, Stan. Tony did not give you a high five. Maybe you'll get the hug from off. All right, so Kansas, what do you think about this one?
I love the high five hugger connection gimmick, but I gotta go with the old guard.
Yep, they actually did something today because I allowed them to. Oh,
The old guard.
We have the old guard picture. Let's see this.
Oh, yeah, it's fine.
Okay, that's great.
Take it off screen share so we can see that a little bit bigger. That was
Okay. Let's take it off screen share. There you go. Oh, and the walkers. Okay, so there's the pick. Maxholio, old guard or H&H?
The nursing home.
The nursing home wins.
The nursing home's going to win.
Home of broken hips.
Home of broken hips and coronaries. I mean, if you look at their average age, I mean, Carnage is what, the oldest of the bunch? But Omega's the youngest. And then you've got Stan and Ov, and I don't know. Guys, see whose hips hurting the worst that day.
Okay. Tony, what do you got?
First off, great picture, Kansas. Very accurate.
Mhm.
It appears
They're
you
old.
do actually have some talent somewhere. But I can't go with the old guard after what they tried to do earlier to my tag team partner, Maverick Dawson, trying to get themselves in the new breed business. I can't go with them. And you know what, Stan? Because I didn't give you the high five, I'm going to give you the 1, 2, 3. Hug and hug connection, high five and hug connection, whatever they're called. Who cares? They're going to win.
Rumor has it that the old guard may or may not make it to the ring with this one, with some retribution coming.
Good prediction.
All right, go back to the screen share, and then I gotta rearrange everything again. Sorry.
You know, some of us had to shine our rhinestones before this. Least you could do is get your slides together.
There we go. All right, now we go to the second match of the night, which is a third man in contract. Basically, the winner of this match, if they get within the number 5 of their ladder of their selected division, they will have an opportunity to select to be a third man in any championship match at any given time. So it's very interesting. These three aren't as active as we'd like to see them, but we sometimes kind of dangle that carrot out there for them. So in this one, it's going to be interesting to see if it actually produces any kind of activity. I personally think maybe Jake will show up and actually come through because he's probably the most active of the three, honestly. You know, who knows? Maybe Person Peoples will grow a personality and roll out to the ring. What do you think, kid?
Yeah, I kind of gonna echo your thoughts. I think my pick is Jake. I think he's gonna win. I think he might be the only one who shows up.
Okay.
There's nothing I like about Person Peoples. His name is terrible. The worst name.
Now, Coles will tell you that he's got an anti-bullying policy, kid, and he will take offense to that.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay. What do you think, Max?
I'm not liking the crown the winner by default because that's how he gets most of his wins. I'm going to go with Hank
Oh.
Hooligan because, again, Person Peoples, that name's as bad as Mike Best.
Tony, what do you got?
I have no idea who any of these guys are. I don't even know why you're asking me about this match. What you said someone had a really stupid name. Who was it?
That Person Peoples.
Okay.
People guy. Yeah, that guy. He'll win because reasons.
Hold on, I got a picture of Jake quick.
Oh.
All right. Jake Price pictures. We're taking down the screen share here.
Yeah.
He's gonna roll over the competition.
Yeah, Lars got.
All right. Next up of the night, we actually have a cage match. It's a stable heat feud match against Kid, your newfound friend, old found friend maybe, Jonas Zims versus the New Breeds Enforcer and Bucky. This one's going to be interesting. Both of these guys are fairly new. Bucky just came around here recently, but Jonas has really came on and impressed a lot of people with knowing the inner workings of all the angles that are going on. He's a good rider, and it's great to see him show up and play a good face for a change. So I'm going to throw it to you, Kid. You're obviously going to pick your homer. So
yeah, I gotta go with Jay-Z here. I think it's it might be the match of the card. This one might steal the show, I think.
I think these two are properly motivated to light it up for sure.
Yep.
This is going to be interesting and fun.
Yeah, definitely going with Jay-Z, but yeah, I think this has match of the card potential for sure.
Yeah, so Jay-Z sent in some comments. He says, tell Bucky that he'll be Steve Rogers and help him escape the Hydra masters of the New Breed. And if he doesn't, then he'll just be surprised whenever the match starts, just like Bucky was whenever the action started. So with that, I'll throw it to Max. What do you got?
I'm going to pick Jay-Z. Something about Jay-Z's work ethic right now. I think I agree with Kid that it's going to be a sleeper match of the card, but I got to throw it to Jay-Z. But it's not going to be easy. Bucky's going to make it hard on him.
Yep, I think Bucky's a real unknown. We don't know how that's gonna play out, but Jonas hasn't really had a match yet either, so it's gonna be interesting. Go ahead.
Jonas has come back from the dead.
How many times? Just once. Okay.
Only one time that we can verify.
Okay.
We won't talk about that.
All right, Tony. Do you even know who these two are? I mean, do you know that Bucky's your stablemate? I mean,
obviously, I'm gonna go with my boy Bucky. I mean, I understand why these guys would pick Beyonce's husband over him. Bucky's making his debut in Federation X. Not a lot known about him, but really, we do know about him. That's why we've got him into the New Breed. We know what's coming. So Bucky all day.
Nice. All right. So with this, make sure I get on schedule here. We have a special segment. And this special segment brings back the Max and Trophy Invitational. And Max will be releasing some details with a special segment on the card. So with that, I'll let Max, you take it away. And then you'll also have some role playing chops in the card as well.
Oh yes. Not seen since 2012 is the Max Entropy Invitational. And for those of you unfamiliar, this is truly for the twisted best of the best. This is one of those little matches, one of those little tournaments, one of those titles to put under your belt. And if you can win it, and you don't have me as a ringer to go against, it is a hell of a card to have in your hat. And this time, since I am no longer being booked, it's time to let the only other person to ever win get a chance to wipe away his asterisk. So the first person by default booked in the very first return of the Max Entropy Invitational is Omega. He's going to get that chance to wipe away that pesky little asterisk of his. However, before you get into this thinking this is just an average match, it's not. We're bringing back another classic. The match type is called a flying carpet match. The ring is suspended by the posts to the rafters by steel cables 2 full feet off the floor. So the momentum of the ring also comes into play with the match. It is otherwise same standard match rules with disqualifications. And now the fun part is his opponents, because it is my invitational. Of course, I'm going to pick, I'm going to side with a little favoritism for his opponent. Well, one of. Eliezer the Prophet. I trusted my tag partner, the other half of Aggravated Assault, can deal with Omega and keep that asterisk where it belongs. But to add one last wrinkle to the bit, because Maxie knows how to book with heat, you can't have someone serious and someone old without someone new. So the other poor fool who gets to face the Prophet on a flying carpet is none other than Tony Robes. So he might have a chance to win for a change.
All right.
You
So
didn't use my correct title, Max. But you invited me to your match. I'll allow it this once because you invited me. Free dub. Thanks. So I'll allow it this one.
You didn't even have to kiss my ass for it.
Exactly.
So match details, Max.
Match details. Again, you're on the flying carpet. It is going to, the first one is actually going to be separate of the card. It is going to be next week, Tuesday through Thursday, all RP. No sim, no qualms. This is something to tune into, especially if you're from one of those other feds who thinks they've got it figured out. Come on over and see how it's really done.
And we got a money in the bank for what exactly is hanging in the balance.
And the win gets a third man in on any title shot that happens in the future. They can hold it as long as they want, or they can bestow it upon another if they so choose.
All right. So if you're within top five of the rankings, and whatever division you choose, you can use that at any time to get into a title shot match.
Were we doing the top 5 for this one because it was one of those special wins?
Yeah, we'll have to
You can hammer out that final detail.
Verify that, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's pretty easy to get in the top 5 if you're really interested in it. So why?
If you're a ringer on the sim.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll verify that for sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what we discussed. So it's unique. So this will be a recurring monthly thing. We'll do a match at the first of every month, and we'll start to get it on the card, and there'll be various rewards and various creative things
and various scenarios you're going to get into. You're not always going to be on a flying carpet. You might end up in an electrified cage.
All right, and it'll all be the Max Entropy Invitational. It won't be a tournament. It'll just be an ongoing series of matches, which is really cool. Glad we were able to work that out. All right, next we have hold on a second. Before we get into this mystery match, we have a Maxholio bit we're supposed to be doing. So what we're going to do is I have a sealed envelope here with a prediction or a joke, and Max is going to give us the punchline, and then I'm going to read the question. So Max,
Okay. This is easier than last time. You're on the right side of the planet.
yes. Number 1.
Okay, number 1. The same as the number of licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop.
Okay. How many times it will take Federation to be rebooted before it actually takes? Okay. Well, I'd say we're doing pretty good right now. We're about a month and a half in, almost 2 months in, and we're still alive and kicking. Good job. We'll be doing those throughout the card reveal and the card prediction. The next up, we have a mystery match. We have
Lars. I don't know if you know this. You're not on screen share.
Not on screen share.
No.
Okay. Let me fix that. There we go. Now we're in screen share. And we have a mystery match between Kansas's favorite girl wrestler and Tony's favorite girl wrestler on the roster.
I don't think so. No. No.
Nice.
Terry
Scotland.
Anus from Scotland.
She works at a bank
And a pub, apparently.
and a pub. Yeah.
Right? Versus
Salads.
nobody knows yet. So it's going to be a surprise. And I think we're going to have it revealed before the card starts. So a speculation on who it is. Kid, I'll let you go first.
Ooh, boy, I don't know who it is. Maybe it's Pickers.
Maybe it's maybe it's Tori.
Maybe it's Tori.
Yeah. Tony, what do you
Maybe
think?
it's Pickers.
Action, huh?
I literally couldn't care any less. I do not want to be anywhere near this skanky whore. I don't want to talk about her. I just do not care. I don't care. It could be anyone. Like Kid says, Pikazat probably, but then he's double booked, right? Fighting against himself. He likes playing with himself, though, doesn't he? So that's okay.
I want to talk.
I don't want anything to do with this.
I want to talk about something. I mean, Terry Anus was on one of your Haterade commercials this week.
Of course she was, yeah.
How did that happen?
Because she's one of our best consumers. She consumes more Haterade than anyone, almost as much as Jake Price. She loves Tony Rhodes Haterade.
Max?
I think she's consuming something else, Tony.
Okay, we're gonna move on. It'll be a surprise. I think you'll watch the boards and you'll see the big reveal tonight. I think.
Swear to God, fucking Haley.
So right now, at the time we built this, we didn't know who the winners between Kieran Crow and Chip were going to be. We didn't know who the winners between Max and Deacon Brody were going to be. So basically, what this amounts to is that we have Kieran Crow versus Deacon Brody to move on into the semifinals of the Harbinger Television Championship Tournament. And we have Max and Chip going at it for a television rankings match in these two kind of combined efforts here. So didn't really have a chance to really put together some thoughts, but it kind of blends in there. So basically it's Kieran Crow versus Deacon Brody on one half of the bracket, and it's Maverick Dawson versus Vadamai on the other half of the bracket, which you'll see the match in later tonight, later in this card. Just more informational stuff there. We go on to joke number 2, Maxwell. So, same deal.
Let's do this again. Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Okay. What's the difference between a kitty quit, a Benny quit, and an Alexi Grim job? Nothing at all. Poor Benny. Benny, come back.
Benny, come back.
All right. So we have another Consumers Corner segment put on by Michael Cashmere, the mass consumer. This week's guest for Michael Cashmere is none other than the pretty boy Devin Deshawn, who is in the title mix between Kansas Kid and the real champion, terrific Tony Robes II.
See, you're learning, Lars. I like it.
Did I get that right?
Good.
Okay.
You got that perfect.
So it'll be interesting to see what cockiness the pretty boy has or doesn't have after being bounced from the Danucci Cup, and he finds himself into a world title picture right off the bat. And we'll let you guys comment on Mr. Pretty Boy later on when we get to you guys' match. All right, so we run into the next one, and we have the other half of the bracket for the Harbinger Television Championship semifinals, where we have Maverick Dawson versus Vadamai in a best of 2 out of 3 match falls. And so Vadamai surprised a lot of people by getting past Cole Styles, and he finds himself in the top 4 of the brackets here, and 1 win away from being in the actual championship and winning the tournament, which is a very unpredictable portion for him. Vadamai actually sent in some comments about Maverick. He says, "Oh, hi, cowboy guy." He goes, "You hurt me pretty bad the last match after you attacked me after my match." He goes, "But I'm going to win the hard Benger TV. And whenever I win, I want you to bring me your Switch because mine broke. You can bring it to the anus room anytime that you feel free." He goes, mine's actually broken. I need yours." He says, "Okay, bye." So Vadamai's all in for the TV and the Switch. What do you say, kid? Is he in the right mindset to take on the cowboy?
I'm gonna go with Vatmai in this match. I think he's the dark horse. He's the underdog in this tournament.
He actually crushed Cole Styles in Sim last round, which was pretty impressive. Max, what do you think?
Horse.
Yeah.
Like the Magic 8 Ball, consult me later.
Mr. Tony.
I mean, clearly I'm the only one on here with any brains because Maverick Dawson's going to walk this. Von Mai he shouldn't even be here. He's fighting for a TV. Give him a TV. Send him on his way. Maverick's going to win. It's done. 2 out of 3 falls. You're only going to need 2 falls.
I'm thinking Maverick's going to offer up a TV and a Switch just to keep him out of the match. And we'll see what happens.
And just remember, Votamai, if Maverick does that, he's doing you a favor because he doesn't want you to get hurt. Just remember that.
All right. So and that brings us to number 3 for Maxwell of 5 tonight. Maxwell.
This one, Chip Martin, Haley, 4th and long.
Chip Martin, Haley,
4th and long.
And long. Okay. What is a runt, a cunt, and a punt? Hey-yo.
Hey-o.
All right. Moving on to the next match, we have a Bloodsport Championship match. We decided to handle the Bloodsport a little bit differently and just go ahead and book it. And whoever is the champion also gets included into the match and whoever's being booked. So we pretty much know, I mean, unless we just book the guy or the gal that has it, we're gonna have a match either way. So we booked this with the understanding that that the Prophet or Axel were pretty much going after it pretty hard with trying to get the belt. And Amareza snuck in and is actually the current Bloodsport champion. So what we'll do is we're going to have a match container where basically Bloodsport champion match rules. Anybody can come in and participate in it, but specifically these three will be in the match, and anybody at any time can come in and actually do the sim and actually participate in it. So it's an I Quit match. You still have to win the match with the I Quit rules. So it's kind of a different kind of mindset of what we kind of played off of. And we actually have some pre-match comments from Axel here. So he says, there are no words to describe the amount of pleasure he's going to get from kicking a person's ass the age of his dad. And that Eliza better hope that there's a different outcome than the last time that his dad and he got together. And that's really all that he can legally say at this point in time. So with that, I'm going to throw it to Kid. What do you think about this one?
I'm going with Eliezer. I think Eliezer is going to take it. Yeah, I don't think Axel's daddy issue is going to help him. And
Kid, he's got a double dose of daddy issues to fight, though. He's got Max and he's got little Reza.
Yeah.
And they're in the same stable. Prophet's got a lot on his plate.
Ooh, yeah, that's right.
Amareza's girl, though.
Interesting. So Max, what do you got? You backing your tag partner here or what?
The tag partner of the bastard Kid?
Ooh.
I'm going to give it to Axel just because the other two are excellent opportunists, but he just seems like he would turn on his stablemate to make her quit.
Yep. We got a train coming through.
Yeah, it's a train.
Oh, they're going to run a train on her, huh? I don't know if we can air this match. This might not be a Bloodsport title.
Mr. Robes, what do you got?
Axel, Amareza, doesn't matter, win for the new breed. It's 2-on-1. Even if other people get involved, they've still got the advantage. Either one of them two is going to win it.
That's a pretty good prediction. It's going to be very, very hard for Eliza to come out on top with this one. I think. All right. So before we jump into the main event, I have joke number 4, Mr. Max.
I think I've seen this answer before because the answer is all of humanity.
All of humanity.
All of humanity.
Okay. The question is, who wins in an air guitar competition between Valentine and Shreddy fucking Mercury? All of humanity. I'd like to see that. Maybe we can see that next card. All right. So here's the big main event. We have a triple threat match for the X Factor Championship, not the real fake championship that you see on Tony's shoulder there, the actual X Factor Championship. So what happens to that belt if you happen to win, Tony? I mean, are you dual champion? Are you unified?
I mean, I can be 2-belt Tony. I'm fine with being 2-belt Tony.
Why don't you just bring it back to Walmart?
I can do whatever I want because they'll both belong to me. Where's your title, Kid? Where's your title, Kid?
It's getting polished. Yeah, it's getting polished.
Yeah.
He's got Jay-Z holding it for him.
Beyonce's keeping it safe.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so Max, I'm going to give you first crack at it, and then we're going to let these two say their piece to each other about Devin and about each other there, and see how this one's going to go.
It doesn't take a head in the box to go with Tipsies with my fellow boner.
Hold on.
Kids got
Oh,
this.
I can't do that.
Yeah, there you go. Kind of
Got it.
a little low. But I think kids got this because, well, Tony reads his own press clippings, and Devin's got the same problem right now.
At least I have press clippings.
I have a tournament named after me. You have a Walmart belt.
All right, so here we go. We're gonna roll into Tony's rants, Robes rants, and then we're gonna go in and get into the special section because we have the kid on, and kid's gonna have an opportunity to rebuttal, and that, and then we'll see how it goes. Tony, the floor is yours.
Well, I mean, I know people are going to be breaking out the hater raid right now. How's Tony getting another title match? How's Tony back in here? Why is he getting another shot? It's because I'm the best. That's why. The powers that be, the people that book the matches, were looking down the card and they were thinking, where do we put Tony? We can't put him with the other jobbers. We can't even put him with these jobbers in this match, but we have to put him in the main event because that's the only place he belongs. Because I'll say it again, I'm the best. And really, look at my opponents. We've got Stoner Boy Light and Diet Tony Robes. I may as well be in the match anyway. So you can all keep bitching about, oh, you shouldn't be in there. You keep listening. I keep getting screwed. I keep getting screwed, and now is my chance to put things right. Kansas Kid shouldn't have that title. He beat the fake champion to get the fake belt. Devin Deshawn shouldn't be in this match either. He won because Johnny, I like to masturbate, Don got involved in my match and screwed me and cost me the DQ. Neither of these guys should even be here. It should just be me versus me. That's the best main event we could ever possibly hope to imagine. Me versus me. That will draw money.
So I have one quick question before we go to the Kansas Kid.
It better
I
be
want to
respectful,
ask.
Lars, I swear to God.
I want to ask where Demi Matrix has come from and just all of a sudden showed up, and it's causing some issue here.
People know Demi Matrix with their time with the Kansas Kid, but obviously she was looking for a real man. I sought her out, got her in. She came with me. She told me all these horrible stories about Kid, about stuff he used to do to her. He is a disgusting human being to women. Let me just tell you that right now. He is a disgusting. Cancel Carnage, that whole thing should have just been Cancel Kid because he is the worst. Me Too has got nothing on the Kansas Kid. Let me tell you that. But yeah, Demi Matrix is with me now. She's a real champion, a real wrestler, not just a comedy act who lets his mates jump in her vagina anytime they want.
So, Kid, those are some strong words. We'll give you a chance to respond to those.
Get him.
But the match first, and then you can respond to the allegations that have been made here tonight.
Okay. As far as the match goes, I mean, I don't know what I say about Devin Deshawn and Tony Robes. I already beat a winner last card, and I beat Carnage, and now I got to beat two losers. What's the difference between one loser and two losers? Not much. So the match itself, I'm not worried about it.
I'm worried about.
Kids would rather be jazzing. Kids would rather be jazzing everywhere than having a real match. Don't worry. You can go back to jazzing after this match because I'll take your belt off you. I can go back to being the main event, and you can go back to being a comedy mid-carder.
Just hold on to your Walmart belt. You're gonna want to keep that one because I'm gonna keep my belt.
I don't think so.
So,
No.
Kid, any psychological advantage to Demi Matrix being in Tony's corner?
Not really. He's doing the same thing with her that I used to do. She's just a plot device. Eventually, he's gonna use her magical vagina.
Everyone has.
Everybody has.
All right, there you go, folks. So it seems like a pretty much dead heat. Max, I think, kind of tips the scales. He's going with the Kid.
Boners tip together.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's kind of hard to see. It's just, the activity level of Devin has been a little down since the Danucci Cup.
I gave him a
we'll-
trophy today. I hope the trophy. I
Yeah.
gave him.
Yeah, he's been pirating around like a one-eyed pirate or something. I think you gave that to him
want
too.
my fucking royalties.
Yeah. So we'll see if he comes to shine. He could be, definitely he's definitely the dark horse amongst the charismatic other two that are in this match.
Charismatic too? Who's the other one? Who's the other one?
I don't know. Devin's got a better chance, I think, than Tony realistically does. Devin at least wins some matches.
I'm going to enjoy bitch slapping you, kid. I'm really going to enjoy it. I'm going to savor every moment.
I mean, aside from the Bloodsport Championships, the 24/7 matches, Devin's won all these card matches.
Yeah, how's Tony done?
No.
Yeah.
No. He won by a technicality because of some idiot from an outside fed that we're not allowed to talk about, or people are going to start crying. He came in and got involved. I got screwed. He didn't really win.
But he got squashed by a 155-pound chick twice for the Bloodsport belt and got choked out.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. With that, we're going to wrap up with one last Maxholio.
Oh.
Here's the big one, apparently.
Ooh. I thought we weren't allowed to talk about them because the answer is Homecoming Court and the Danucci Cup.
Okay. Homecoming Court and the Danucci Cup. Name 2 events fit for a high school gymnasium.
I have spoken.
There you go. All right, folks. That wraps up our Fury card review. Hit us up on Facebook, like us, and make sure you're getting your notifications to see our live streams. Twitter, you can find us on @TheFederationX, and we'll definitely have more shows to come. We're going to have a review show coming up, and then we're also going to probably have a bi-weekly podcast as we usually have. Any last words, gentlemen? We just have the pose.
Yeah, Tony looks so stupid.
Thank you for your time, guys. Appreciate it. Cheers.